The worst 5 kitchen trends of 2025. Let me paint you a picture. You walk into a kitchen, but the handleless cabinets won't open. Dust and grease are piled up on the open shelves, and the lighting is so bad it feels like a cave. That's just the beginning of the problems. Stick around to the end of the video, and I'll share how to fix all 5 of these disasters. I'm Blake, and welcome back to Built by Becker. I've been designing kitchens for 10 years, and let me tell you, I've seen the trends come, and I've seen the trends go. By the end of this video, you'll know exactly which design choices to avoid if you want your kitchen to feel fresh, functional, and absolutely gorgeous for years to come. So hit that like and subscribe button right now if you want to stay up to date and discover what's actually worth your hard-earned money. Let's get right into it. Handleless cabinets. Now I know what you're thinking. They look super sleek and modern, right? Well, here's the thing about sleek. Sometimes it's code for completely impractical. I can't tell you how many clients have called me practically in tears about their handleless cabinets. The push to open mechanisms break down faster than a cheap umbrella in a thunderstorm. And don't get me started on those finger grooves that are made just to collect crumbs. One client told me she felt like she was playing some twisted puzzle game every time she wanted to grab a coffee mug. And that's not even the worst part. These cabinets show every single fingerprint, especially if you got kids. Your pristine white cabinets start looking like a crime scene investigation board within about 5 minutes of normal use. And what should you do instead? Decorative hardware is making a massive comeback. And honestly, it's about time. Brass pulls are having a moment, giving you that warm, sophisticated vibe without looking too fancy. If brass isn't your thing, matte black hardware creates this amazing contrast that works with practically any cabinet color. And you don't need to spend a fortune on designer hardware. I've been able to find some incredible pieces at home improvement stores that look just as good as the high-end stuff. The key is consistency. Pick one finish and stick with it throughout the kitchen. Next up, we need to talk about Waterfall Countertops. These were everywhere a few years ago, and I'll admit, they look pretty dramatic, but they're pretty expensive, and they don't add a lot of function. And they start looking like as dated as those weird curved TVs from the early 2000s. The biggest problem with waterfall edges is cost. You're essentially buying extra stone just to make it drape down the side of your island. It's like buying a shirt 3 sizes too big just because you like the way it hangs over your knees. Plus, installation is tricky, which means labor costs are more and the opportunity for something to go wrong is higher. Here's what I recommend doing. Soft, rounded edges that are more comfortable, safer, and give your kitchen this organic, lived-in feel that's more welcoming than the sharp geometric lines. But another fantastic option is mixing countertop materials. We're seeing a lot of this lately. And instead of extending your main countertop down the side of the island, try a butcher block top with the painted base, or go for a completely different color of stone. This creates visual interest without the waterfall price tag. All right, now let's address the next trend. Open shelving and exposed pantry. Instagram made us all believe that we can have those perfectly styled, dust-free, color-coordinated shelves, right? The reality is, most of us don't have a full-time stylist following us around, rearranging our cereal boxes and wiping down our olive oil bottles. Open shelving looks amazing in magazines, but there are professional stylists making sure that everything is perfectly placed, photographed within minutes of setup, but in real life, it involves cooking with actual ingredients. And cooking creates grease, steam, and general chaos. Your beautiful white bowls start looking grimy, and suddenly you're spending more time cleaning shelves than actually using your kitchen. I remember one client who was absolutely convinced she wanted open shelving throughout her entire kitchen. 6 months later, she was begging me to come back and install cabinet doors. She said she felt like she was living in a museum where everything had to be perfect all the time. Don't be like her. Save yourself the hassle and the headache. Hidden storage is your best friend, and the technology has gotten so much better. Pull-out pantry shelves are like magic. You can store twice as much stuff and actually see what you have. No more buying 3 bottles of vanilla extract because you forgot you already had some hiding in the back. Now, if your kitchen is on the smaller side, vertical storage makes a big difference. Those floor-to-ceiling pantry cabinets might seem a bit much at first, but they give you a lot of storage without taking up extra floor space. But if you have open shelves and you can't replace them right now, here's an easy fix. Add some nice baskets or fabric bins. Keep your stuff out of sight while still making your shelf look organized and intentional. Those awkward corner cabinets, adding lazy Susans or pull-out drawers helps you actually use that space instead of letting it turn into a spot where forgotten appliances get stuck. Let's keep going to another trend. All white and all gray kitchens. Now, I'm not here to bash white or gray kitchens entirely. They've had their moment and some people genuinely love them. But the problem with all white or all gray is exactly that. It's all one color. These kitchens can end up feeling a little bit like you're cooking in a doctor's office or a fancy hotel lobby. Beautiful, but not exactly homey. The issue isn't the colors themselves, it's the lack of warmth and personality. When everything is the same neutral tone, you lose the opportunity to create depth and visual interest. Plus, white shows every single mark, scratch, and coffee stain. I've had clients who are afraid to actually cook in their pristine white kitchens because they didn't want to mess them up. So I beg you, let a little bit of your personality shine through and give it a modern touch too. Warm, natural colors are taking over, and there's so much more forgiving and inviting. Think sage green, navy blue, rich chocolate brown. These colors create emotional connections to your space. You actually want to hang out in your kitchen, not just admire it from afar. Green is practically popular right now because it connects us to nature, which is something we're all craving more in our homes. A soft sage green on your lower cabinets paired with white uppers creates this beautiful two-tone look that feels fresh, but not trendy in a way that'll date quickly. Oh, and the blues work beautifully too, especially deeper navy shades. They're sophisticated but still feel comfortable and lived in. Pair navy cabinets with brass hardware and warm wood accents, and you've got a kitchen that feels like a high-end restaurant but still works for Tuesday night tacos with the family. Who doesn't love tacos? Last, but definitely not least, we need to talk about lighting, or more specifically, the lack of it. I've walked into so many kitchens that feel like caves, and it's not just about being able to see what you're doing, though that's pretty important when you're wielding a sharp knife. Poor lighting actually affects the mood and makes your entire space feel smaller and less welcoming. The problem is that many people think the overhead light fixture is enough for their kitchen, but kitchens are workspaces, gathering spaces, and sometimes even homework stations. You need to make sure you have different types of lighting for different types of activities, and you need enough of it to make the space feel alive and energetic. So what to do instead? 3 words. You need layers. Start with your main source, recessed lights or central lighting fixture that lights up the whole room. Then add task lighting underneath the cabinet so you're not chopping veggies in the shadows. Finally, bring some softer touches like pendant lights or even a small lamp on the counter to add warmth and make the space feel more inviting. Now let's talk about natural light. The dream, right? If you're renovating, see if you can make your window bigger or add new ones. Skylights are incredible if your layout allows it. There's something special about cooking with sunlight pouring in from above. But hey, if knocking down walls isn't in the cards, no worries. You can still fake that bright, airy vibe by placing a mirror across from a window to bounce the light around. Even better, use LED strip lights. There are amazing ones now that adjust their color throughout the day to mimic natural light. And here's one of my favorite quick fixes. Swap out all of your bulbs for daylight LED ones. It costs around $20 and it makes a huge difference. Your kitchen will instantly feel fresher, brighter, and way more energizing. Now that's it. 5 kitchen trends that are officially getting the boot in 2025. Hope this video helped you dodge a few kitchen regrets. And if you've enjoyed it, give it a like and hit the subscribe. There's a lot more coming your way that'll actually make your space work and look better. If there's anything else that you have brewing you want us to discuss, leave a comment. Thanks for hanging out with me, and I'm Blake, built by Becker.